what's going on with my microphone? All right, Real Estate for Real with Eric Pettigo. Appreciate you tuning in. Special treat today. Yeah. This has been a long time coming, buddy.
I like this music. Did you make it?
No, your Uncle Nick did. Wow. Of course. Did I make it? That's funny. You know I don't make music. So people have been clamoring for this for a while. People have wanted you on this podcast for a long time.
Yep, I heard it a few times.
When are you going on your dad's podcast? When are you going on your dad's podcast? Well,
we set this up, right? I guess right when I started, we said, I'll do it at about the 1 year mark, and, you know, we're almost there. So
yeah.
Happy Father's Day. Here we go.
That was the thing. You said for Father's Day, you'll come in and do a podcast with me. So you said right before we got going, what are we going to talk about? Which is a question that I get a lot from people.
Yeah, I didn't know if you're a preparation guy or just wing it. How do we do this?
You know that I'm not a preparation guy.
Same here.
Yeah. So now I said, I don't know. We'll start talking. And so a lot of this, most of these are just kind of like a get to know the agent type deals.
I know you pretty well.
Right. But it's for other people to get to know you. Because a lot of people listen to this, and it's been a really good tool for agents to kind of get to know more about other agents who they otherwise wouldn't if they haven't had any deals with them or haven't had a chance to like sit down and
they're
chat.
Always fun to watch.
Yeah, right. So it's a good time. So for you, I guess I want to draw back on. We kind of have a unique story because I've been doing real estate since you were like 9.
Yeah. And
so one of the things that we talked about the other day is being a new agent when you meet somebody who maybe you don't know and they ask how long you've been in the business. And Mike Busher gave you a great answer.
Yeah, he did. Mike's little interview when you first join, he just tears you all the way apart. You don't know how to answer his questions.
He tears you all the way apart.
And he's like, so you've been doing this for 6 months. Somebody asks you how long you've been doing this. And he's like, what do you say? So, 6 months? He's like, no, your whole life. You know, you got a bit of an advantage over everybody. You know, you've been doing it forever. So tell them that.
Yeah.
It works. So
yeah, you lived with it. So you saw, and you probably are old enough to remember before I was selling real estate.
Yeah,
right?
I remember the transition.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't really remember the transition, I'd say, but I definitely remember you working for Grandpa and then also selling real estate.
Right.
So,
but then, like, you probably see some parallels from when I started and now with you being started, because back then, and it's not like I'm not now, but back then I was attached to my phone, and if it went off, like yours has gone off now 8 times since we've been sitting here.
Glued to it.
Yeah. Like glued to it, right? And you drop anything to take a phone call, right? Drop anything to go show a house.
Yeah.
And that's how it is when you get started, but you're like living through that now, and you probably saw that with me when you were growing up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to,
It is.
But
well, we talk about it all the time on here. Is like when you get going, it's a grind. And for me, it was different because I was at a really good age in my early 30s where a bunch of people I knew were buying and selling. And so the grind was just talking to these people and getting in front of them. Different for you because you don't have a bunch of people in your circle buying and selling, and a lot of people in your circle are in mine too.
Yeah. I mean, I can count on, my direct sphere of people I know on one hand how many people own houses.
Yeah.
So it's definitely we've approached things a lot different. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Our ways of getting business, but
dude, what you've had to do has been so much harder than what I had to do. I just had to convince people who already knew me to work with me. You've had to take an approach where you've had to convince people who don't know you to work with you.
Yeah, I've worked with one person I've known
that you actually know.
to. Yeah.
Right. Right. And everyone else has been a stranger to you when you met them.
Yeah.
And you've managed to get them on board. You've managed to get them to trust you and work with you and see this thing through. And so you're about to wrap up your first year. Do you know at your 1 year point, like what your transaction number will be? Not your volume, but how many transactions?
Tomorrow when I close will be 20, I think. I got 18 or 19 and 20 tomorrow, I think.
In your first year?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible.
A lot more than I thought.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one of those things. When I first started, I had lunch with Adam Bugos, and he was telling me about his
solid
first
dude.
year. Oh, great guy.
Yeah.
But he was like, my first year, I forgot whatever volume he did. And he
Yeah, I
was like,
think he only sold 75 or 80
Yeah,
houses his first year.
12 million.
Very unimpressive. Yeah.
But he was like, my first year, it was 4 million, 5 million, something like that. And he was like, I got done, and he was like, man, that wasn't like as bad as I thought it was. Like it was way more than I thought, and I don't want to speak for him, but it was something along those lines. And the next year, he quadrupled it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
So,
I did way more. Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. It's like, it's not as hard as you think it is, but it's also not as easy as you think it is at the same time. It's a weird thing.
It's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different than what you think it is going in. And I think that kind of rings true for everybody when they get into it. I don't think anybody has a real idea of exactly what it is until you get into it. You, like we talked about, a little bit different because you are kind of in the same boat as Anthony Busher and Josh Cruz and the Grady's and the Moose and Todd Musso. Like anybody who grew up with a parent in real estate has a little bit, I mean, not going to say an advantage, but you have a better understanding of what the behind the scenes of this business is. You would think.
Yeah.
Right?
We talk about it all the time. Said, seeing you do it, I knew it definitely wasn't going to be easy. It's a hard job. The numbers of people who quit after their 2 years and after that, whatever.
Yeah. Crazy.
So I thought it was going to be hard, but then it ended up being way harder than I even thought it was after that. So, hard in different reasons. I'll say that.
Yes.
It's not hard for the reasons you think it's going to be. It's the stuff you don't really realize.
Yeah, man. I mean, we're not laying asphalt in the 100-degree heat.
Yeah, we're not brain surgeons either. So.
No. And people, we can talk about this because that, like you
gotta get made fun of talking about our jobs hard, but
well, and you've brought it up, just in us talking, but realtors, you'll hear when we talk about people trying to sell their house on their own. And you'll hear a realtor say, I mean, would you want to do your own surgery? Would you want to? And it's like, stop it. That's not what we are. Listen, we're experts in the field, or we get to be that eventually. We have more knowledge than a normal person. We are not the equivalent of brain surgery, right? Like it's different, and that's not the thing. And so I think realtors a lot because we are constantly under attack from a certain section of the public who think that we don't work hard and we're overpaid and that there's no need for us and that, you could replace us with an app or AI could do this job. I mean, if you get online, you see it all the time. That's what not everybody, it's a vocal minority, but that's out there. And then realtors, we get defensive. And so then we go, I work, 23 and a half hours a day. And I don't sleep that other time I'm doing paperwork. It's like, it's like realtors almost try to make it sound like so much harder than it is, but it's in like defense of people saying we don't work hard.
Well, it's both people are right if you really think about it.
Yeah.
I know last episode or couple you talked about you had 3 houses pending. You didn't even go in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
I have one. It's simple. You don't got to put a ton into it. But then you also have the ones that take 4 years off your life. And it all balances out. So
yeah. Yeah. And I always preach that too. There's a balance. There's, for the ones that you have and you have like $150,000 house, and not that that's nothing, because obviously I'll sell $150,000 houses all day. Happy to do it. If you're out there in the $150,000 range, we are glad to help you out. We'll help you buy, we'll help you sell, whatever. But sometimes those will cause the most amount of headache. They will take the years off your life, like you said. You're nonstop. It occupies you for, weeks on end just trying to keep it together. And when it's done, you are like emotionally and physically exhausted. And then you're like, man, I'm working way too hard. If I'm breaking this down by an hourly rate, I'm not even making minimum wage on this. And that's real.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but I think my first 5 closed deals, I also had 5 termination letters.
Oh, I remember.
Written.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
And I think I had one above 120,000. I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was.
No.
So
you had a stretch where you had as many fall apart as you had close.
Yeah. 5 and 5, I think it was. And maybe one of those people ended up buying something. So
yeah, it was crazy
after,
but for each one of those deals that happens, and not each one, but we also have our fair share of agents of transactions who they'll get a call and somebody wants to either list or go see a $500,000 house. You'll walk through it one time, or you'll go and you look around and be like, so what do I need to do to sell? And you go, sign here. It's perfect. It's pristine. It doesn't need any stage, doesn't need clean. We just need pictures.
It all balances out.
Right. And it takes very little effort, and we get a nice commission check. And those are the ones that people look at and say, you don't earn your money. And then in our mind, we're thinking of the $100,000 deal that is teetering on the brink, where we're fielding phone calls. People are crying. People are threatening lawsuits. And we're thinking of those going, oh, I don't earn my money. And it's in the middle. The truth is in the middle. Yes, we work very hard. Yes, we work crazy hours. All of that is true. Do we earn our money? Absolutely. I will stand by that. We 100% earn our money, if not more. More often than not, you're getting a good deal when you hire a realtor, and you don't even know what's going on behind the scenes half the time. Is it the hardest job in the world? Is it brain surgery? No, it's not.
No, definitely not one of those things you can kind of just do on the side.
Yeah. So we've talked about you on here before. You played baseball in high school.
I did.
I mean, it's just star baseball player.
I don't know about that.
But you went off to college.
Yep.
SWIC down in Belleville.
Yeah.
Couple years there.
Great time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. College. Mm-hmm. And then why did you decide, I think I want to get into real estate?
Well,
what was it?
It was, done with baseball. Just trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because, I mean, I'm sure a ton of people have gone through it. After playing a sport for so long, you're done. It's like, oh, well, what do I do now? Because that's all I knew. Like, I don't think I ever worked a job before that.
You worked for Grandpa a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really count that, but that's all I did. It's all I focused on.
It was your identity.
Yeah, went to school, played baseball.
Yeah,
hung out with my friends. Good life.
Your friends, baseball players.
Yeah,
yeah.
Would hang out and play baseball.
Yeah.
So But after is searching what I want to do, maybe this, maybe that. But, then it kind of hit me as like, because in high school, I was like, I'm never doing real estate ever. Like, no, that's not for me. But
Hold on. Why was that?
I saw what you went through. I didn't think it was for me.
All right.
But, I was trying to do all this stuff, and it kind of hit me. I was like, I have a pretty good opportunity with you being my dad and just everything that you can give to me as far as knowledge and, showing me the ropes. So I, why not give it a shot? And I don't know if it's going to be what I do forever, but, that's what I'm doing right now. And it's, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you've taken to it pretty well. Your first year is surpassing my first year.
That's all I cared about.
Yeah. You're very competitive, which is good. Not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. And, you were, your mom and I guess, never really worried about what you were going to end up doing because you've always been very driven and motivated. So, getting into this is kind of like, okay, all right, let's see how it goes. I know you definitely have the work ethic for it. How much has your patience level changed since you started versus today?
Leaps and bounds. If you don't have patience, you better learn some.
It's a patient business, man.
Yeah,
it's not an immediate gratification business. And so that's the knock on young people from, generations ahead. Young people today have no patience. They need everything now. And that is not what this business is. And it's not your guys' fault. It's so funny to me because our generation and the generations ahead, when you guys were kids, we stick these devices in your hands. Like, here, play on this. Yeah. Log into the internet, mess around on this tablet. And then as you grow up and you expect things immediately, pretty much life on demand, now we criticize you for it. And it's like, we gave you this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we're criticizing you for it, but this business has not, and I don't know if it will ever evolve into an on-demand business. You have to have patience to do this. You just have to. You have to know that you're putting in a ton of work now for, an end goal, a reward, a paycheck or whatever it is, potentially months down the road.
Yeah. The closing I had today, I think we signed those papers 70 days ago. So, and
when did you start working with that client?
October.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
over half a year, almost a full year.
Almost. You've invested.
Didn't really realize that.
Yeah, right. It goes like that. But you've invested almost a full year into one client to get to today. That's not like, we get compared to car salesmen all the time, but people go onto a car lot. I like that one. Step into my office. You're driving off the lot later that day. It doesn't take a year to sell someone a car.
Nope, they get their check at the end of the month.
Yeah,
I believe that's how it works. But
it's a different business. And so when you got into it also, I remember before you kind of got going, you were curious a little bit about the wholesale stuff.
Not really the wholesale, more the, just the investment.
The investment side.
Also, not a get rich fast kind of thing.
No.
A lot of patience with that too. But
yeah. And it more like along the lines of, going in, finding some distressed properties, buying them, quick flip, maybe something like that. But then as you kind of got going now, I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't want to speak for you, but you kind of value these relationships you're making with people.
Yeah.
Right? Doing just the residential buying and selling.
Yeah. And Keke was just in here. Sometimes it's a lot, but other times you close on the house, you're like, man, miss showing them houses.
Yeah.
So it's that stuff that keeps you going. It's not, you know.
I love that you get to experience that because for me, I mean, it's multifaceted, but just a big part of this job is me being able to provide a good life for you and your brother and sister and your mom. And that's like my number one driving goal in my life. But like the thing that makes me love the job, all right, because it's a job and I work hard at it. And the goal, like I said, take care of my family. But I'm lucky in that I actually get to love my job. But what makes me love my job are the connections I get to make with these people and then the impact I get to have on their lives and seeing them go from that meeting point, whether it's, you know, years or months, or I mean, sometimes it's a quick deal, but still we meet, they're kind of like, hey, I think I kind of know what I want to do. What can we do? Or this is kind of what I'm looking for. And this is like from that meeting point, seeing it through with them and helping them get to like their ultimate goal. And then these are homes. This is everything to people.
Yeah. And that's something that kind of changed for me over the course of it.
Yeah.
When I first started, I was, looking at it as pretty much a straight financial.
Yeah,
I mean, I was working and I wasn't making any money.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, well, yeah, we're gonna make some money here.
That's real estate.
But as it's kind of gone on, I've, definitely looked at it more towards the way you look at it, is helping people. It's definitely a lot better when you look at it that way, and that's what you are doing it for, rather than just a check. And obviously, we all like money, so
we wouldn't do it for free.
Exactly.
I mean,
but when you're doing it to help people instead of calculating your commission before you go and show the house, like you're not going to get very far when you're like that.
Yeah, you're right. And like I said, it's been, I think, one of my favorite things. Watching you do it is like seeing you make these connections with people and getting to feel that feeling of like, oh man, I was a part of this, and now their whole life is different, and they're in this place, and they're happy, or they sold and they, like they came out looking pretty good, and they've moved. Like being a part of that is cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and then when they show appreciation for what you did for them, it's like, man, that feels good. So that's cool that you get to experience that. I think it's helpful for a young person to kind of, I don't know, experience that stuff too. And I always said, I wish I would have got into this a little bit earlier, but I don't know that I would have been able to do it at your age. I wasn't as driven. Yeah. I was trying to have a good time. Yeah.
There's room for both.
Yeah, there is. There can be. So you are 22.
22. Yep.
Has that come up at all in these people that you meet? Or does anybody ever go, how old are you?
When I first started, and I know Logan spoke on this when he was on, when I first started, occasionally, obviously I look a little older than 22.
You do.
I'd still like, oh, you're a baby. How old are you? And people think I'm, 25, 26, 22 or 21 at that point. And it's really a confidence thing now, I think, because I hardly ever get asked how old I am. I don't remember the last time I did. But, when I first started showing houses, I was like, oh, I'm going to help you buy a house. And I've never bought one or done this before at all. It's tough to have confidence, but once you do it a few times and get the ball rolling, it's definitely a lot easier. Confidence is a big part of it. So,
that is such a big part of it. You remember, I know you do, but your very first open house.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Mindy gave it to you.
Yep.
Right.
In Twin Lakes, I think.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
wish I could get that one. It's a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. And this is, I came by, I was around,
Say that.
I
Yeah.
was floating around the area a little bit. Was that, was it easier without me being there? Did that put extra pressure?
Not really, honestly. I kind of felt like I needed it a little bit. So
Yeah.
what do I say to these people? But it made me really uncomfortable. That's for sure. Trying to talk about things you don't really know about. Tough. But it's that whole being uncomfortable, inch deep, mile wide kind of thing.
Okay.
Once you do it, it's not that bad. And keep doing it.
Hey, you just get
Eventually
used to
it feels like
talking to
nothing.
people.
Yeah, it's all, if you're not uncomfortable, you're doing something wrong. So,
Well, it was like, for me, I've always been doing this by myself, and I've never been I've never had to teach it to anybody before. And so, like, there are things, and this is something that's helped me a lot, is working with you, because I remember giving you the advice that was, you don't try to be their realtor, like, just try to, like, be their friend. Just connect with them as a person. And then you'll become their realtor, right? Because at first, when you first meet somebody, you're kind of, and when you get started, you're like, all right, I need to sound like a realtor.
yeah.
I want to be their realtor.
Make it till you make it.
Yeah. And I didn't know that that's what I did until I started, because that's maybe when I first started, I might have been trying to sound like a realtor to people, but I don't know. At some point along the lines, I learned, I just need to connect with this person as a human. And then we'll get to the real estate stuff, and when I started thinking about how to help you talk to these people that you don't know, that's why I was like, well, how do I talk to people that I don't know? And I'm like, well, I just talk to them like people. I don't try to, like, I'm not talking about the age of the furnace or I'm just, where are you from? Oh, you guys have kids? Oh, cool. Where'd you meet? What's bringing you back here? Just like normal, like I'm just running into somebody at the bar or something. Just, oh, hey, cool. Yeah. Where are you from? Oh, nice. So you're married? How's that? Like, what do you do for a living? Just normal conversation, getting to know people, and then organic conversations spring from there. And then it makes it so much easier. I had always done that. I just didn't know that that's what I was doing.
Yeah, and that helped me out a lot. And he was like, "Oh, wait, this is so much easier than trying to, try to." What I was doing them. Really, first couple was talking to people, trying to, in my head, okay, what do I say to make this person work for me?
Yeah,
or work with me, and that's hard. You're not going to get anybody from that. People buy from people they like. So, and not only important to, I think, get a client, but also keep a client. Obviously, you need to be good at your job and, resourceful. That's what you're there for. But also, they need to like you. Like,
yeah. They need to trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to see that, you're just a person. Mm-hmm. I feel comfortable with you. And, like, it's layered. That's the first step, is breaking through that boundary of, okay, I trust you enough as a person. We could potentially go down this route. Okay, you can be my realtor. I can help you out. But then after that, then you've got to prove your worth, because we're in a repeat and referral business. That's what this is. Mm-hmm. And so then it's like, there are a lot of people who can start strong in this business because they're good at that first part of breaking down that wall and getting somebody to work with them. But then if they're not able to prove their worth, then those calls don't keep coming. You know what I mean? Those referral calls aren't coming in, and you can only go through so many first time clients. You know what I mean? And then eventually you're going to start fizzling out. So you have to prove your worth so that your phone keeps ringing after that.
Nobody's going to refer you if you were all right.
No.
All right. Oh, you need you got to use this guy.
Yeah.
So that's what you need.
Yes.
And you need a combination of all that to get there. So.
Yeah. So looking back, right? If there's something you feel like you would have known or could have done differently when you got started, is there anything you can think of? Like, it's amazing how much you've like grown and learned in a year's time.
Yeah. It feels so long ago, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess I would say, and this, I do this with other things too, and I think it's a lot of people's big problem. We spend so much time, I call it productive procrastination.
Okay.
Doing so much stuff, making the business cards, setting up your Facebook page, doing all this stuff that at the end of the day is not going to get you any clients. It may, but that's not going to be the deciding factor. I guess just jump in the water as soon as you can. Start doing the open houses. Start doing whatever you do, because everything works. Open houses, leads, cold call, mail, all that stuff works. It's just what works for you. Find that, do that.
Getting in front of people.
Yeah. As soon as you can. Because, it's not like you're going to get a client and sell a house on the first day you start doing that stuff. That's a progression, and starts sprinkling in there months after you start doing what it is.
So if I were to ask you like what advice you would give to somebody getting into the business now, I mean, that would be it, right?
Just do it.
Yeah.
And
get in front of people, which has always been my advice too. It's as many people as you can. And we talk about this like a lot. There are a lot of agents who get in, and with, now that we've got the team thing going on, and I'm learning that that's a lot of, talking to people, and yeah, I mean, my team's not sending me that many leads. And if you're relying solely on provided leads, it's just not sustainable.
No.
Like, you've got to be able to meet people, talk to people, get in front of people, and generate business that way, because ultimately that's going to be, I don't know, probably 90% of where your business comes from.
And that's where you're at too. If that's all you're doing, chasing down that kind of stuff is exhausting.
Yeah. And if you're depending solely on that, and we talk about this in our team meetings all the time. And I'm, the number one thing I told everybody when they got into this business is, you get your sphere of influence and you hammer them first. Not in a bad way. You're not going to annoy them, but you touch every single person in there, and it's easy. It's, hey, I've got my real estate license. I'm working here. If you have anybody, or if you know anybody looking to buy or sell, I'd appreciate you keeping me in mind.
Which, I hated it. It sucks, but it helps. Like, it's so Chase and Felix, it's like,
it's like pulling teeth, man. But it is like, it almost seems too easy. Like, well, there's got to be another way. It's 2026, the digital world. I can do TikTok videos, and I can, like, okay, but nothing is ever going to take the place of just making personal contact with everyone around here who knows you. Nothing's ever going to be better than that. So from that, you can start to build. I mean, but that's laying the foundation. In house terms, you're laying the foundation. It's not going to be done this afternoon. It's going to take a little bit of time. So again, it's a patient business. But I mean, real estate is a long play. Like, what you've been able to do your first year, I think puts you in the 1% of agents. I mean, like, you surpassed my first year, and I had an incredibly successful first year. Like, oh my God, I don't believe what a first year I just had. And you're like doubling mine. So that's like, that puts you already in the 1%. So now you've got to keep that momentum going. And so that'll be your next challenge. It's all right. How do I, and it's not even necessarily how do I grow and expand from here, but how do I not go backwards from here?
And that hit me a little kind of during the winter. It's like, I had a little early burnout. It was really all those terminations, cheap houses. It's like, man, And I kind of let off the brakes for, a month. And sure, that affects you during that month. But then the real snowballs, the next 2-3 months after that.
Yeah.
You got to, restart. And, Mindy always told me, when she'd help me out a lot, she's like, it's all momentum. You got to keep the momentum. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the truth, man. And we've had, the team's had some good momentum this year. This has been a good productive year. It's been my best year to date so far. You're killing it out there. We got Felix and Chase out there closing some stuff. We need to get them picking it up a little bit too, and they will. I'm confident. It's just, but we're all moving in the right direction. But yeah, that's kind of become like a goal for me. It's like, okay, how do I like keep things moving forward? How do I make sure we don't slip back and regress a little bit? And how do I help you guys build on what you've already started? It's all new for me, man. And so I'm trying to figure it out, and then keeping your mom on board.
Yeah, I could do a little better job of helping out with that. She gets mad at me.
Well,
Rightfully so.
God bless her. Is like in just normal life, I would be absolutely lost without her. But in work life, for sure, like she does such a great job helping. And it's like I've noticed too that as much effort that I'm putting into training agents right now, I've got to give that kind of effort to training her, because she's like doing our office work. And until you sit down and day after day do that part of it, like you don't really understand what all goes into it.
Yeah, I don't understand. We're lucky. Mom's the best.
Yeah. And for me, it's just like, it's just training on a lot of fronts, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I've still got my stuff.
Yeah. I feel swamped with my stuff. You have more than me, and you help. So
yeah. And your stuff is my stuff, I'm right there making sure that everything's good, and Chase's and Felix's in it. But it's like, I knew, for one, that it's one of the things that kept me from building a team for all these years was I know that I always felt like as a team lead, you need to be that. You need to be involved in your agent's transactions as much as necessary to make sure that they're going smoothly.
Right. Because, I'm kind of past the point where I don't need help writing a contract,
right,
or doing a repair addendum, or, schedule inspections, all that stuff. The stuff you see every time, I'm, pretty well versed on now. But you still help me a lot, just because there's all the wrinkles.
There's so much more. Yeah.
Thank you. You helped me a lot.
Oh yeah. No. Of course. Yeah, of course. But it's
a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. But I enjoy it because I'm seeing you grow from it and learn things from it. And I really, really like that. Like that feels good for me. And same with the other guys. I'm seeing them like grow and learn, and like I like that. So it's worth it for me. But that's just always been. And while you and your brother and sister were like young, I didn't want to do this. I was like, no, because I know if I do this, it's going to be like all consuming. And I wanted to, I wanted to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys were fun. Now you guys are older.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jersey in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Now you guys, everybody's got their own stuff going on. So I can dedicate some time to this and force your poor mom to help us out. Poor girl. Yeah. But
just always give her the short end of this.
That's fun. So you, what do you got some appointments later today still? Like, what do you got cooking now?
Well, I gotta cook some steaks for you.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
because I'm busy. Yeah, appreciate that.
I'm supposed to meet somebody at 3. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right. Well, all right.
yeah.
Well, we'll shut this down here in a little bit. Yeah, I think what we need to get, because you have been very much a buyer's agent. So
Yeah.
like,
18 or 17 and 3, I think.
is that right?
Yeah.
So that's, I think, moving forward into year 2, we need to try to get you some more listings out there.
Carl, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I think that's normal. I know when I first started, I don't know, what do we say I did? 14, 15?
I think it was 16.
Okay, 16 deals my first year, and I think it was like 11 buyers and 5 sellers.
Yeah. I mean, I've almost been not all first-time home buyers, but a good portion of those buyers are first home. So
Yeah. Those should eventually turn into
yeah,
listings for you.
Get some referrals. A couple of years, they'll be ready to sell it. Get some,
Yeah.
a little bigger, and get the ball rolling on the more split down the middle buyer sellers.
Yeah. Once I like that. I like a good fit. There are some agents who they just want to list. They don't want to deal with buyers, and vice versa. They just really enjoy working with buyers and would prefer to not even deal with sellers.
Yeah.
So
I think
I like 50-50.
I don't have too much experience in the seller world, but I think I like buyers better. Honestly, it just
I mean,
it definitely takes a lot more time,
it does.
but
A lot more miles on your car.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're helping them achieve something, and especially with you working with a bunch of first time buyers, like dude. There's nothing like helping somebody buy their very first home is like that's got to be tops in this business. On the flip side, when you help somebody make a good investment on a property, and when you're doing this long enough, and it comes back around, and they call you to list it, and they make an absolute killing on that sale, and then they're like, you are the best, and it's like, thank you. Tell your friends, please. Yeah. But it's like, that is a good feeling too. So, but that takes time to get to.
Yeah.
And I remember something I like always telling you is it takes time from going, from being the person making the calls to get business to your phone ringing. And then that's a great feeling too. And so that's coming up for you. So I'm excited because I know that's about to start happening here in this next year, in the next 2 years, is there's going to be a lot of people seeking you out. And hey,
Hope so.
There will be because you're going to get, hey, so-and-so told me about you. I had to use you. And these are people that will sign an exclusive buyer agency agreement without even meeting you, just because somebody that they trust said, you have to use Jase. And so they're going to call you and say, I want you to be my agent to help me do this. Or they're going to call you to list their nice house, and they're not even going to interview anybody else. They're going to say, so-and-so told me I need to use you. And you're going to come over, listing contract.
Can't wait for that.
But that's when all of this hustling and grinding that you're doing on the front end pays off, like for real. Like it's paying off for you now because you've had a great first year, but it starts paying off for real in the years to come when clients start seeking you out. So then the trick then is to not forget about the grinding and hustling part, like, because I know I did it for a long time. Repeat, referral, my phone rang, and I wasn't really actively seeking out new business. It was a good balance. I had enough to keep me busy.
Comfortable.
It was comfortable. And it wasn't pulling me away from you guys too much. It was like a good, healthy balance. But it's hard to grow that way if you're not also with those calls coming in, if you're not also finding ways to meet new people like you did when you started. Mm-hmm. And so this is a year that I've focused on that a lot too. Like, all right, I need to be.
As long as I can remember, I don't think I've seen you do this much, go out and get it.
No.
And coincidentally, it's on pace for your best year. So
yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thanks. That is very much a credit to you. Absolutely. And that's, as long as I've been doing this, like I pride myself in staying open-minded and being able to learn things from anybody, not just people who've been doing it longer, and watching you go out and get these clients. There are people you, like I said earlier, you didn't know that trusted you to be their agent. You, as a young and relatively inexperienced agent, you had people to sign up, and I was like, oh, I need to be out there. Like, nothing against you, but
no, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Like,
but it's like,
I said this the other day. It's like, I'd never hire 22. In my real, like,
yeah. But now though, what you have under your belt is, have you ever bought a house for yourself? No. But you have been involved in more home transactions than most people will ever be involved with in their whole life. So it doesn't matter if somebody has bought their own house. It doesn't matter if somebody's bought their own 5 houses. You have still got more experience buying and selling houses than they do.
Heard that one the other day.
It's real. Yeah. Yeah. What did you hear?
Told me how many times they've.
Oh, you hear that all? Oh, dude. My dad said, my dad's like sold 5 houses. So, I mean, he told me it needs to be like this. I go, oh man, that's a pretty good month for him. Like, well, no, in his life. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I sold 5 last month. So you can listen to him or you can listen to me. I don't know. But no, that's a real thing though. So you have that. So if anybody ever throws something, have you even bought a house? I don't know. I've helped people buy like 20 houses. Yeah. Like, I'm familiar. I know how this goes.
Yeah.
So you have that experience. And, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we gotta get you out of here. I know.
What time is it?
You got some stuff to do. It's 1:34.
How long have we been doing this?
We're 50 minutes.
Okay. 50
minutes. And we can go a little bit longer. I was setting up. What did you tell me?
I don't remember. What did I say?
I'm on a time crunch here.
Oh. I mean, you said we start at 12:30. It's 12:45.
Yeah. Well,
we're on a tight ship.
Yeah. My phone was ringing and, it takes all day. And then Keki came by here. She's always a huge distraction. Hard to get anything done with Keki rolling around. But I've wanted to. Do you think the guys would do a Meet the Team podcast?
That'd be funny. I think they would.
Like, it wouldn't be bad, right?
No,
this isn't bad.
No.
Like,
I mean, it's a little different for me, but.
Have you even looked at the camera once?
I haven't.
No. See?
Where do most people look? The camera? Or
no, most people do this.
Oh.
Because we're just talking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's all it is. Yeah, we're just talking. Like, but everybody always asks, do I look at the camera? Go ahead. If you want to. It's going to be weird because I'm going to be looking at you talking. But it's just a conversation. So I want to have Chase and Felix on. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any chance in the world we get your mom to sit in too.
Not without kicking and screaming, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
She'd shut you down.
Yeah, it's one of those where I want to invite her, but I already know.
I thought didn't you get her to do a different one?
So I want to do a podcast with Mom.
Just That's the
Where we're
every
just-
week, you and mom.
Yeah, where we're just talking about, shows we watch, food we like, just, raising kids and whatever. Just married couple.
What would you call it? You thought think of a name?
No, but we've
You might
also
be able to win her over with a good name.
and so we did do when I got this new board, we did do a little test run. I just started
Can I hear
recording.
that?
Huh?
You got it saved anyway?
I do, I think. I think it's saved on might be on my laptop. I mean, it was like maybe a 5 or 6 minutes. I was just like, hey, honey, come here. Just check this out. Put these headphones on. Look. And I just started recording and we just started talking. And she played along. She has an idea that because she loves the true crime stuff.
Okay.
And so we did have an idea along those lines where we could do a podcast and it could be like a two truths and a lie type, but with true crime, where she tells me about like 2 real stories and 1 fake one, and I have to guess which is the fake one. Cool idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better quit talking about her before
Somebody steals it.
she gets mad.
Dude, I'm so bad about this. Like I get on here and I just open up. Like I've given away trade secrets that you've got mad at me about on here. Like, hey man, don't be giving away the sauce.
Yeah. I gotta zip it sometimes, buddy.
I can't help it, man. I can't. But I want everybody to be better.
You're a talker. It's
I'm
all
a
right.
talker.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Show what?
Talk. I have an open house in Chatham tonight.
Drinks. Evening open house.
I don't think we're doing cocktails. I mean,
Tell you what, you'd have one extra person come there if you did
yeah. Tito's.
with lime.
Tito's with lime. Yeah, no, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go get some cookies. It feels like a cookies and lemonade type of thing. It's 100 degrees outside. It's summertime.
Yeah.
Little lemonade stand set
Have
up.
cookies and lemonade in any weather.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. But all right. My phone's been going off crazy. Let's wrap this thing up, man. And you can cook steaks tonight for us.
I got you.
Oh man, that's great. We're coming home and eating steaks. All right. Real estate for real. Jase, that was fun, bud. Thanks for
Yeah.
finally doing this.
Yeah, you're
Wasn't that bad, was it?
No.
All right.
No. Come on.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Recruit. Get on here. Do this podcast. All right, buddy. I'll see you at home later.
See.